Well, prepare yourself, guys. Welcome to another episode of Talking Through Medias. I'm your host, Chris Fagan. Guys, I want to thank you guys for joining us once again on a Thursday, helping us talk about today's weekly topics of entertainment news and movie reviews by fans for fans. The tag always says, guys, before we get started, I want you to remember, please don't forget to like and subscribe. It really does help us out. And if you want to engage with us in any of the topics that we're going to talk about, such as what's going on in New York and some movie trailer news, anything like that, feel free. Comment, let us know what you guys think. We love the engagement and we love to hear what you guys think. As always, you can also help us out if you want to do it in a donation through streamlabs.com/T3media/tips or through super chats or donations of whatever platform you're watching. That's much appreciated as well. We love to shout you guys out for all that. But if not, it's not you're not obligated for that. You can just hit the like button. That's free. And it still always helps us out. Joining me tonight on a Thursday, as always, is the one, the only, my lovely wife, Joy Hagan. Hey, babe. You ready for tonight for the... Was it episode 2? Episode 2 of the Penguin? Yeah. Episode 2. We're gonna get into it. Oh, I forgot to set up the subjects, the what we're gonna be talking about. There we go. That'll come up. That will come up later. There it is. So yeah, we're gonna talk about these topics, guys. Like I said, if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, let us know what you guys think, and we'll like I always say, let's keep talking. All right. Hit us up. So, without further ado, babe, that dark highlighted portion of you guys can't see behind the camera. What is the first topic of the day?
Last week, we all watched the first episode. Next night, we're going to watch episode 2. Since our show streams on the same day as each episode, we'll discuss a little about what we think the show's going to be, what we're speculating is going to happen.
Let me try to see if I can. Wrong camera. Let me see if I can get this fixed quick before we get in topics. So there we go. There we go. So we saw. Well, the Penguin comes out on Thursdays, which we do our show on. So it's going to be coming on in next within the hour. So we won't be able to give you our reviews unless we do a separate stream or separate review after the fact, but we can speculate what's going to happen. We'll just give your quick thoughts, and you guys share what you guys think of the Penguin series so far. So Joy, I'll start with you. What is your thoughts so far on the Penguin?
I mean, it's early on. I will say the first half I was get somewhere,
get to it.
But then by the last half, especially in the end, okay.
Yeah. It won you over a little bit. Yeah, it wasn't as it felt like, just like the same what's it called? The same universe was from the Batman movie. You can tell it was the same city and it was the same movie, same
right
environment.
After that movie.
Yeah. It picked up right after, didn't it?
The aftermath of what happened at the end,
right after that. And overall, yeah, I love the character. I like the back and forth, the partnership with Colin Farrell and his young co-star. I didn't know how I was going to feel about that.
I didn't know what was going on, but of course, by the end, you're like, okay.
Yeah, okay. You're totally feeling it, and it worked because I like the way that he kind of saw something in this kid, like he saw himself, he was born with a disability and he has a speech impediment. Yeah. So it was like he instantly took a shining to him. It's all through manipulation and everything like that. Obviously, he's still saying that I'll gut you like a fish if you don't cross me. So you gotta keep that fear in there and everything, as all good bosses do. But in his own kind of way, he does seem to. I genuinely think he likes the kid, but don't make any mistake that he will gut that kid like a fish if necessary.
At the end, I was like, okay. I was wondering where we were going.
Yeah, the whole Oh, you mean like where we were going with as far as what? What do you mean?
Well, just I mean,
it's been a week.
When they had him captured, they were torturing him per se.
Oh, like why didn't he answer the phone and all this?
Yeah, and I was just like, then
came through
the car, and then when the trunk popped open, I was like,
he improvised.
Oh, he had the whole thing set up. Okay.
Yeah, he pulled through. He improvised. He did a good job. Yeah, and Penguin even saw the potential in him. The kid really pulled through, and I love that at the end that it came back to that slushy thing. Yeah, that conversation.
Wasn't that right?
I told you it was good, right? It's fun. I like shows like this where reading the comic book, watching the animated series and things like that. Penguin is an irredeemable jackass that should not have any good qualities. But shows like this, I like it when they dive deeper.
And then and then him asking the kid, "Why didn't you do it the way I said? It would have been more dramatic. It was going to be better." And then the kid's trying to explain to him.
That shit was gross.
Like, dude, I couldn't do it. And he starts going into depth and he was like, okay, got it.
Yeah, I like.
All right, we'll work on that. I
like that back and forth every time he goes in on something that Penguin doesn't really care about, or when the stutter is too much, he goes, okay, all right, jeez. And then that's the Tony Soprano-ish that I get out of it. I like their back and forth. But overall, the show is amazing. Everybody's great in it. My two favorite characters, obviously, is Colin Farrell as Penguin. And I'm still trying to debate on whether Christine Milioti, if I'm saying that right, I'm debating whether or not she's better. I mean, the way she delivers that character, Sofia Falcone, the way I did not know what to expect from it. I didn't see any trailers going into it, and I wanted to because I knew what I liked from the Batman, so I wanted to go in fresh for this show. But she did
a very good line of, "I'm going to walk right on the."
Yeah, is it all in my? What did you say? Is it all in my head? Like she was just preparing him. Like,
how crazy.
There's no excuse. There's no talking your way out of it, which Penguin is known for. And that craziness, I've always enjoyed her as a character actress from many of her movies and TV show appearances. I thought we wouldn't see much from her. I was like, oh, she got that small role in The Wolf of Wall Street. That's good for her. The lady from How I Met Your Mother, who everybody was upset with because it should have been Robin the whole time. Then I was like, that's good for her. All right. Then I saw her again in Spring Break, that comedy with the time loop thing where what's his name from Saturday Night Live, Andy Samberg, yeah. And I was like, I really enjoyed that movie and what she brought to it. And I'm like, she's solid as a comedic actress, but what else can she do? And seeing this going toe to toe with Colin Farrell,
for the beginning, because he tried to give her a story.
Yeah, I like the way she just doesn't take his
and
sees through all his BS.
Through the first half. Did convince.
Hunky door.
Cool. Trust me.
Yeah.
And you think he's got her, and then at the
yeah, not the one. So it's that level of crazy that makes her such an intriguing character and an actress in real life. So yeah, overall, I love the show. Love the back and forth, the character development. I love everything that's going on, and love Christine Milioti. And speaking of which, that brings me to I came up with a question. I was like, what topic are we going to talk about today? And then it hit me. She was in How I Met Your Mother. If you don't know, spoiler alert, she was the mother. She turned out to be the mom in How I Met Your Mother. She was it. She was the one. And who else was also in How I Met Your Mother? My favorite character in How I Met Your Mother, Barney Stinson. In that one episode, Barney Stinson came up with a concept called the Hot Crazy Scale. And I thought, who better to talk about the concept of where the Sofia Falcone character rates on the hot crazy scale. Let's get this Barney Stinson situation going on. So that's the question. Where does Sofia Falcone rate on the hot crazy scale? You want to go? You want to rate this, or you want to just hear my crazy answer on this one?
I'm be way up there.
She'd be way on which part though? On which what are we talking about?
Hot.
So. Okay, so let's break. I mean, you guys, if you guys have an opinion on this, I'd love to get your thoughts on this. Where does Sofia Falcone rate on the hot crazy scale? Obviously, I mean, what's the word? Conceptually pretty. I mean, she's obviously that she's what the standard, what our definition of pretty is. Obviously, to me, she's right, babe, right, of course, right. Yeah, of course. I mean, I'm like, of course. Yeah, I got to say that because I'm sitting next to somebody who you don't know where my wife ranks on the crazy scale. So, got to tread lightly. But so as far as looks wise, she's obviously going to rank somewhere rank higher on that. So we're going to probably rank her somewhere between 7 to 10. Somewhere between. Obviously, that's above average. Average is, and for you guys who don't know, average is 5. Stop thinking average is like 8 and 7. That's not what average is. Average is 5. It's always the halfway point. The majority of people are 5s. So starting there, that's average. Average is 5. So above that, so like let's rank her. I would put her somewhere between 7 to 10. No, I wouldn't put. With me personally, I wouldn't go 10. But so she's somewhere there. So she ranks higher there. On the hot side of it. And on the crazy scale of it, I was like, you know what? She spent some time in Arkham. I didn't know what she did. It was probably bad. But, the meds could have kicked in, she'd be fine. But every conversation that she had with Penguin kept going up. I mean, she was already, they say on the crazy scale, you start from, and I mixed that up. The hot should be at the bottom, the crazy should be at the top. So I mixed that up. Because they say that on the crazy scale, every woman starts at 4. That's what I did my research. Every woman starts at 4, and I agree. So if you're a woman, period, you're at 4. There is no 0 or crazy. Everybody's a little bit of crazy. Everybody's got some crazy in there. And so from 4, I would say like every conversation. The second she said Arkham Asylum, boom, 5. The second she started going on about what she went through, 6. Then the bug-eyed look that she kept giving Colin, 7. So she right there. It kept getting worse and worse. What about you? What do you think?
Yeah, I think close to.
Oh yeah.
I mean, and Kevin's.
We'll get to the comments right at the end of the segment. What would you finish your thought?
No, I mean definitely probably up there.
Yeah,
good at least. I mean, we've only one episode in because I think she could definitely.
It's enough. It's no. I'm ready to call it.
We've seen her full crazy yet.
Okay. I would have called it at a 10 at this point. She's definitely, and that's why I have the picture where it's at right now. She's screaming in the danger zone. If you check the hot crazy scale, she's in that zone. So I was ready to call it a 10 on the crazy scale, but you feel like we've only gotten a taste of what's to come. Oh, yeah. She
hasn't unleashed all that crazy yet.
Agreed.
She's still making you wonder just how crazy am I?
She's in there. She's up in that zone. So where do you rank Sofia Falcone in the hot crazy zone? I was ready to call it at 10. I was about to call it. As far as what would you, if you were to rank that hot crazy scale, where would you rank it? And do your research on it. And we'll probably talk about this some more on some other characters too. So I'm really curious on how you guys think about that. What do we got in the comment section? You said we have some thoughts.
Well, Kevin Davis says,
"What's up, Kevin?
The Penguin will only get an Emmy nomination for Colin Farrell's performance, best actor in the series." No,
I disagree. I think Christine Milioti, yeah,
she could get a nom for this performance.
Yeah. No, I'm telling you, I don't know where I rank it yet, but she's up there.
But if this continues, definitely get a nod.
She's gone toe to toe.
I mean, obviously, yeah, Colin Farrell's a given.
Yeah, he's we knew that from the Batman.
Yeah. But this character, her performance as this could definitely get. She's one episode
crushing.
Right there was like, he's great.
The way I was talking about this earlier with a friend of mine, the way she emotes, even without speaking, the way she does with her eyes, what she does with her face, like Jim Carrey is the abilities, to the way he did the Fire Marshal Bill, like how he would twist his own face up just to be a burn victim, like things like little details like that. I mean, she knows how to do
just
it.
Them talking, Penguin talking to her. Mm-hmm. Every time he would pause, it's like he's looking to see what she's going to do.
Yeah,
and she just really make him wait. Like, what do you think I'm? Do you think
the way she delivers crazy and patience is amazing. I'm telling you, Kevin. That's one thing I disagree on. That I think she's a contender, and she's going toe to toe with the best on it. And I think don't underestimate her chances of getting nominated. But guys, let us know what you guys think. Where do you rank Christine Milioti on the character Sofia Falcone on the hot crazy scale? Let us know your thoughts on it. Let's move on. What is the next topic of the night, babe? Real fast.
What do blind item reports on Ashton and separating, New York's mayor getting federal charges, and a 50 Cent doing a documentary with Netflix all?
The answer is Diddy. All roads lead to Diddy. So if you guys don't know, a lot of things dumped on the news tonight, babe. I think we had something from Buzzfeed. What came out from all this nonsense?
So I mean, there's a source now that's slamming Ashton Kutcher and Mila breakup rumor. This is ridiculous. It's totally false. That's when an insider told for 20
that the rumor that they are separated since the Diddy.
Yes, they're saying
the freak offs came about.
Because in the same report, a second source is saying that speculation is that Ashton and Diddy's past interaction, why she's distancing herself. Mm-hmm. But they said Ashton has only seen Diddy in a business event, all of which have been documented.
But it doesn't. That's all it takes. Were the media 100% around every time?
There are. I mean, just his parties in general.
Yeah.
And so everybody's like, right, ended guilty.
Yeah.
Which it's like, the parties were separate. There was a party.
And then there was the party. Yeah.
It was like, y'all need to go unless you want to be involved in this behind the scenes stuff.
Because it's the freak off.
And sometimes it's one of those things. It's like at some point people started a joke like, ain't no party like a Diddy party, without them even probably knowing what really was going on. Yeah, just meaning we've heard it's crazy. Yeah, and that's it.
The fact that he got so many people to shout him out over the years,
yes,
and you got that footage over the years is crazy. Like
now everybody's just saying,
guilty by association. Everybody,
like, well, you said it was crazy. Well, we all heard it was. That didn't mean that I was a part of it.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
I just meant the music was good. Yeah. That's what I meant. I didn't know that was going on in the upper room. You ever seen that movie Life?
At some point, we'll get names when they go through all the videos.
We need to.
It was all. He liked to
record all this. Oh yeah, Feds ain't done yet.
No.
And I was just thinking about a clip. That should be a clip. I need to make a clip in the future. So I'm saying clip a lot so I can find this portion. I need to make from that movie Life, talking about the Diddy parties, the the boom boom room, the upper room, everybody know what's going on in the boom boom room. I gotta find a clip on that.
See, And I've only ever seen clips of that.
Life?
Ricky Buzz says, crazy Diddy, all of that. Get him to the Greek was accurate in portraying him. I didn't watch
yes. So, okay. So, get him to the Greek. Diddy was in that movie. And he played an over-exaggerated version of himself. Just like Neil Patrick Harris played a crazy version of himself. Okay. Like something like that. Something similar to that. And now 100% Ricky. Ricky's a friend of ours. He's a content creator. Go follow him on all of his socials. 100%. I forgot about that movie. And that is 100% accurate. It's as if that character was the real him. Like, yeah, that's probably why he did so good in that role. I'll
just play myself.
You gotta. So later on tonight, we gotta watch. I'm gonna show you a clip of it on YouTube. You got it. It is. Oh my God, Ricky! It just came screaming back all the things that was said and the things that he said. Damn. So, hey, you're right. He was trying to let us know. Yeah. So, oh man, I forgot to put the lower. So yeah, let me continue on real quick before we move on to the next topic. So the conspiracy theories. This is what's been going. So and then recently that we had the mayor of New York. What was his name? Eric Allen. Is that his name? Was
Eric Adams.
Adams was arrested, or not arrested. Well, federal charges have been brought up on the mayor of New York City of fraud and embezzlement. And people are trying to. This is a man who just a year ago gave the key to the city to Diddy. Everybody's bringing that up. Guilty by association. And I think Diddy returned that key back in, right? He's like, it's too much baby oil. I can't hold on to it. But it was like, how do we know that this doesn't have something to really do with Diddy? And okay, to be fair, odds are it's not. I mean, when the feds are coming at you, they've been tracking you for a while. So I doubt, I mean, if there was any real connection, they would have said it a long time ago. The arrest probably would have happened and the charges would have probably happened at the same time, really. Because that literally, but what was known was that people that were victims or in Diddy's orbit were scared. They couldn't go to the police because he had the respect and that had them in their pocket, which was weird to me because, I mean, I understand he's rich and everything like that, but a black rapper, I'm like that it doesn't really, narc doesn't really fit with bad boy. I'm like, why are so many cops in your, unless it's like that gangster thing where it's like you pay them off. So like maybe that's the situation. So it's like nothing more gangster than that.
Mm-hmm. Diddy knew about all of Mayor's
he probably had
crimes and was like, I'm
gonna invite you to a Diddy party. Yeah.
Now the feds are like,
how many conspiracy theory? How many of those cops were probably invited to those Diddy parties for free? You get to meet a bunch of famous people. You get to see some stuff. You might see a titty. You might do something. You party with the boy P Diddy. And now I got you.
Some credit to Danity Kane.
Mm-hmm.
Also has.
Yeah,
of course.
Yeah.
And
we talked about it last week.
Was in there was that he didn't feel like she could tell anybody because he had cops at the party for like.
Oh, okay. There you go. My theory makes sense.
She was like, run tell who.
And if they witnessed any crazy stuff and didn't say it because they felt like this was a cool gig, now he owns you. He got you. He's got you.
Because people asked, and she was like, he would take our phone. Security and whatnot. So like,
you can't tell nobody.
So I didn't feel like there was anything I could do about it, but just do what he says.
And at the end of the day, another funny thing that's coming up. I know this isn't a funny topic, but 50 Cent always can bring a funny jab to it. Well, he just got signed with Netflix because he's doing a docu-series on this whole on the accusations that are against Diddy. But he obviously in this moment made light of Diddy on social media because he's the king of pettiness on social media. So You got 50 Cent involved. You got Diddy. You got the mayor of New York by association, not only by association. You got people bringing up connections with Ashton Kutcher. So, I mean, all roads lead to point to Diddy on some of these things. So it's kind of crazy. Share your thoughts. What do you guys think of these topics of conversation? What do you guys think? And then let's, like I always say, let's keep talking. Okay. Close the show out real fast. We saw some new trailers came out this week, and so it's just we haven't done this in a while. We just some basic movie trailer talk. And I forgot to change the background the whole time. So we saw some trailers and just giving our quick thoughts on what we saw in these new trailers that came out. Like starting with. I know this isn't your cup of tea. The animation is not really your bag that much, but the Moana. Did you get a chance to watch
I watched it.
The Moana. Did you watch the first Moana movie? Like in the background as I was holding the kids and stuff. But
I mean, the trailer looks right in line.
Yeah.
Like it should be good. I mean, like much as the first one looked very by his back. You got some new. I would have just as beloved by people.
Would you believe me if I told you that what you saw on that trailer was originally meant to be a TV series? This was supposed to be, Disney was going to make this a series. And then they were like, nope. At the last minute, they're like, nope, make it a movie. Make it Moana 2. And I'm glad they did, because like you said, it looks 100 like it looks like they didn't pinch any pennies on it. And the first one, more than beloved, it was one of those Disney movies like the way Frozen was. It hit, and the fact that it was about the Samoan people and things like that, it did a lot to like silence those a-holes who always think they say anything that's about anybody else's culture should be frowned upon or bad. Like, no, this movie spoke to everybody. This was a great story, and I'm so glad that they decided to do a sequel. I know that they're doing a live action already. So I'm looking forward to that. I still stand by my theory. Oh, and by the way, the trailer, I thought the trailer was good. It was a short little teaser, so it wasn't much to really talk about, but it looked great. I liked the thing I liked about the trailer was the fact that the pig was in the poster, but was not in the first movie. At the end of the trailer, she's got the pig on the adventure, freaking out. And it's like, you said you wanted to come. Like we left you last time. No, so I'm glad they threw that joke in there, because a lot of people brought that up from the first movie. You got the pig in the poster, you didn't bring him on the adventure. That's weird. But it looks great, and I'm glad. Like I said, I'm glad it's coming out. It spoke to people. My daughter dressed up as Moana Halloween one time. We had the toys. We still call fruit snacks. We still call them boat snacks, because The Rock called the chicken a boat snack because he was going to eat them on the boat. That's where that comes from. That's why, I don't know if you remember, that's why we call them boat snack for years. Since when we first started dating, it was always been boat snacks. We call little fruits, those little fruit gusher things, boat snack. Anyway, but what are your thoughts? What do you think about the Moana trailer? And let's move on to what was the next
ballerina
trailer? Yeah, we saw the ballerina from the world of John Wick. Now, my first impression of it was that I like the fact that they threw in there that they said, as she was being trained, women you're going to be looked at as weaker. You're going to be underestimated. You're smaller. You're this and that. So you have to improvise. So right there off the bat, they're trying to eliminate those, because it's a girl, it's gonna suck. They're trying to, girls can't get away with that. They've already kind of tried to explain that right from the beginning. Yeah, these women know that they're petite and that they're small, and they technically can't go toe to toe with a big, but she gonna cheat. She's gonna. So I like the fact that the trailer started off like that, but then in the middle of the trailer, as she's going along, she's the same moves, the way the gun fu is what they call it. I thought it was great. I root for her as an actress. I remembered now that this is and John Wick being returning in it. This is obviously a prequel. This takes place obviously before the last John Wick, because we saw in the scene, what's his name, passed away. I think Lance. I thought that I heard that the last movie that we saw him in was his last movie. So I can't remember. And guys in the chat, if you know, was this officially his last movie, or was the last movie that we saw him in? I can't remember the name of it. Was that his last movie? Did they do some camera tricks because that angle I feel like was the same angle from a previous John Wick movie. They might have done some camera tricks to have her like step in where like Keanu Reeves was really standing in a play. I'm wondering if you guys in the live chat, if you know, let me know, because I'm wondering if this was his official last movie, or did they just do some trickery with the camera? But her meeting up with Keanu Reeves and everything, I thought, that was amazing. But this is their second time working together. There was a movie where he was a man, it was a married man. His wife and children were on a vacation, they were out of town or something. Two girls, these two hot girls, come up to his house in the middle of the night in the rain. And they're like, "Oh, our phone broke and we need help." And he lets them in, and then they seduce him, and they get intimate, and then they torture him throughout the whole movie. Like, we're gonna tell your wife, we're gonna do this, we're gonna, and they physically and literally torture him, and like to the point that they're threatening that they're gonna end him and all that stuff. It was a crazy, but that was like one of her first roles. So it's funny how it's come full circle. Now she's with the Baba Yaga. But anyway, that's what I took from the trailer. What were your overall thoughts on it?
Looked very John Wickish,
yeah,
with the fighting and be like you.
Those classic one-liners. I literally thought he was gonna go, yeah. I don't know why I thought that, but yeah.
Oh,
you think Tabitha will like it?
He's there in it. Yeah.
And I heard that it's not just like a little cameo, that like it's her movie, but his role isn't just some small in and out. Like he's key to it. So it should tickle the fancies for everybody, all the John Wick people. Let us know what did you guys think of the ballerina trailer from the world of John Wick. And don't forget, find out for me if you know any details on what's his name again? I'm sorry. Lance, his last performance. Was this his last performance? Let me know if you're watching this live, or if you catch this video after we stream live. Let me know what you guys find out about that, because I'm curious about that. What was the next trailer that we saw? Sinners. And from director Ryan Coogler, and once again teaming up with Michael B. Jordan. And I was told by a lot of people that this trailer felt very Jordan Peele-ish. If you look at it, and what did you think about that?
I'm like,
yeah,
because especially towards the end, like, coming for you, and I was like, I did see lots of comments. This is what it give stuff away. It leads you going,
and it leans in the atmosphere a lot. Yeah.
You have to check it out, because I don't know. It seems
that's how you tease. Yeah, that's how you do it. What was your overall thoughts? Let me get your opinion on it. And guys in the chat, let me know what you guys think about this question I'm about to ask. What was your overall thoughts on Michael B. Jordan's Southern accent? Did you listen to that? Did you feel the type of way, or did you go? You get to look at Michael B. Jordan, so you didn't care? Oh, I'm sure you need more footage, huh? You need more. You need a little bit more from Michael B. Jordan. To what? Choose your words very carefully.
Voice, like explaining.
In a world.
What?
From what I'm told, I think I heard they're vampires. I think that's what's going on. Southern black vampires. Damn. everybody inside that one dude on the scene trying to let me in. Like, you should have had your, yeah, no, I ain't open that down. No, that door is not getting open, sir. I know my people. No, especially from Louisiana. No. Should have had your, yeah, I'm sure his mom was like, should have had your ass in the house when I told you. When the street light comes on, your ass should have been in the house. But I thought it was good. This looks like it's something, it's way different from what we've ever gotten from both the director and the actor, from Michael B. Jordan and Ryan Coogler. So I'm excited to see this. We've seen him do drama. We've seen him do Marvel movies. We've seen him do like sports, action type, and now we're seeing him do horror. So I like the fact that he's willing to keep doing something different. Doesn't stay in one box, and he doesn't keep Michael B. Jordan in one thing. So I like that. I like that. This is my guy. Like, just like Leonardo DiCaprio and what's the other director? He works with a lot of people for Wall Street. Ah, damn it! I'm sorry for forgetting his name. I'm seeing his face, but I can't think of his name. How they partner up with that familiar team, that dream team. This is another one of those director actor dream teams, Coogler and Michael B. So I'm looking forward to it. Sinners, can't wait to check that out. We got something else came out from Kevin. It says Ryan Coogler's talented brother. My only concern, will people go and support original film at the box office? I honestly think they will. I think this will get supported. I think it's. I mean, come on, man! You got Michael B. Jordan in a muscle shirt. You know. That's why my wife's gonna go see it.
This is just the first trailer. So if all they do is, then they really get out there and push.
Yeah.
Then
do you feel like it comes down to, we already trust, like you said, we already trust the name of Coogler and Michael B. Jordan. So how well will they promote? So you feel like it's going to come really down to marketing? Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. What was the next trailer up on board? Yeah, upcoming series. Move on to a TV series. The Last of Us season 2 is a teaser, like just like Moana. Well, that's right. They did push it to 2025. And so from this teaser, you got a glimpse of everybody that's coming up. Now, I didn't play the video game throughout. I've heard things. I've seen clips of things. I've seen discussions of things. I kind of know what's coming. And I don't even want to talk about it. Because I'm glad you brought.
I do agree with what most people like the trailer. Hope. Because obviously I hope that the big bad thing right now
etched in stone, right?
That it's not that you're going to change it so that
maybe they hold it off.
You're still going to give us more backstory in that later season.
Not immediately in the second video game. Right?
Which, looking at the trailer, I'm feeling like that would be.
Or they'll go Game of Thrones and hit you with a huge shock. Hell, the Penguin just did. We saw old dude from the Marvelous Miss Maisel, and that was one of the first persons you recognized. You're like, oh wow, yeah. What would you say? And then next thing you know, bap, 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 bap. It is fast. Yeah, you'll never see coming. But the director or one of the writers or creators of the show and from the video game statement that, just like they did in season 1, they will be taking liberties. So I'm sure. I mean, they got a good thing going. They got Pascal.
As you can see, who's suddenly really hot right now is Miss.
Yeah.
Is she Beetlejuice? Now she's in The Last of Us.
I don't agree. I wouldn't be surprised if she dies.
Well, no. I'm just saying we're seeing her pop up all over the place.
Yeah, I'm proud. I'm happy for her. Because you would think this type of exposure would have happened for her in the 90s.
Yeah.
But it's happening now after all these years, and it's way overdue. You know what I'm going to Catherine O'Hara. You know where I'm going to put her, what category I'm going to put her in? I think she's slowly becoming, this is off topic, but I think she is slowly becoming our feel-good replacement for Betty White. At least she's a contender. I think she's in that conversation. Maybe we should do a top 5. Or who do you think is that feel good actress that's the placeholder for the late great Betty White, who was so funny. She pranked the world by passing away a little bit before her 100th birthday, which we all knew, we were all waiting for. She was so hilarious. She was like, "Nope, 99."
I would like to see. I since SNL, they need her.
Catherine O'Hara. I literally was about to say Betty White. No, okay. No, I agree. No, you're right about that. But yeah, with The Last of Us though, it was a great. It looked good. Let's picking up where we left off. It's just one of those great shows where you're just mad. Why is it taking so long? I know they put so much emphasis on the guitar. I know that him teaching her the guitar was something that was heavily focused on with the video game.
Well, and you see this therapist is because he's obviously struggling with what he did in last season and not telling her what he did.
Yeah, I already forgave him.
And so she's like trying to get him to come. You need at some. You do need.
Yeah, at one point. Yeah, I mean, you technically, because she's gonna feel guilty. I mean, overall, if you don't know, basically there was possibly a way that humanity could have been saved and this all could have been ended, but it would have been, is it Lily or Ellie's death? It would have meant her sacrifice. And I'm sorry, in the overall scheme of things, her sacrifice, even if it didn't work, is worth it. And she wanted it if there was a chance. But you took that chance away from her. Maybe it's not forever. For all we know, when the story is 100% done, maybe it happens. Maybe they figure out in a different way. But I heard that she didn't take it very well when the truth comes out. So we'll see how it comes out. Was that the last trailer that we saw? Yeah, that was the end of it. Okay, guys. Okay, yeah, that's it, guys. We're gonna call it. That's the last topic for talking through the medias. I want to thank you guys for joining us in the chat. But let's finish off those last few chats if we can. Let me go back real quick. Let me oops, wrong full screen there. See if I can fix. What else was before we leave off? Kevin Davis says Ryan Murphy's going to get Emmy nominations for Netflix, Menendez Brothers, and FX, Aaron Hernandez. I heard a lot about and I know about the Menendez. I mean, I'm 44, so we know about the real life thing. I remember seeing a made for TV mini little series back then. Yeah, so
I know that I've heard
about how they're being portrayed and whatnot. But the whole angle about them being victims and stuff like that. I mean, that's when you kind of, people that are our age are like, no, man. I mean, like, no, we, they're found guilty. They go to jail. But I got to admit, in today's that's wrong camera. In today's society, with the emphasis that we put on mental health and the abuse angle, I mean, it's funny how I don't know how I feel about this. I'm biased on certain. I'm biased because I made my peace with it when the verdict came out back then. I was like, all right, yeah, guilty. But if this crime were to happen the exact same way it happened at their ages, and it had happened in 2024, and I'm 100% sure the verdict would have probably been different. Not saying innocent, but maybe a lesser sentence, because I don't know if they got life in prison, but maybe a lesser sentence, maybe something like maybe 10 or something. I don't know. It might have gone differently because of how we put in so much emphasis on on mental health. And technically, based on if what was mentioned or alleged was true with the abuse from the parents. And I'm not just talking about like physical, it'd be like hitting or punching the kids or anything like that. I'm talking about, they were talking about SA abuse, like that type of abuse. That would have been a defense. because there's been plenty of cases. There's been plenty of cases since in recent years where that has been people have been found not guilty for certain things based on their state of mind, feeling that this was the only way out. Hell, what's her name? Who took out her mother, and now she's on Dancing with the Stars or whatever she's on what's her name? Gypsy Rose or whatever, right? Or Rose or something like that. So I mean, like I said, in today's society, I wonder how the Menendez brothers feel about that, about her sentence. I'm like, what? I'm probably like, what? But yeah, I don't know. I'm curious about that. From Kevin Davis says that Netflix and FX Hulu is overshadow HBO. You mean by Netflix?
I think
you think their stuff is better than what's coming out on HBO?
Because no needs. It's just.
I mean, at the end of the day, HBO has a history. HBO is HBO. We're talking about the house that, they started this whole cable adult series stuff with like Dream On. The next mega hit was The Sopranos. I know FX and Netflix, especially Netflix. Gotta admit it though, dude. Netflix is known for their quantity. They are the quality though is what hurting Netflix. FX is a different beast. They do more quality stuff than they do quantity, but HBO has decades of quality, award-winning history. You got to go look in that old school all the way up to today. It's not just Game of Thrones and House of Dragon. HBO been in this quality. Like I just mentioned a few, like Sopranos, for example. Just because that's the only one I can think of off the top of my head right now. There is a plethora of HBO hit after hit after hit, and I'm telling you that, like, no, they are the on top. That it's just Netflix is nowhere near the quality opinion. But if you feel like they are, that's great. But I have been clicking on Max more than I've clicked on. To be honest with you, that's just me. But I don't know. Am I wrong about that? What do you think? How do you feel about the overall quality and the quality conversation?
What?
That's on HBO. Yeah.
But,
Penguin. Just if we want to talk about our current history, that's they switched it moved it from the DC category and moved it because they realized how good they had. And they moved it to the HBO column of the HBO tab because they knew they pretty much eliminated putting a thing on Max under the on certain tabs. And if you have the HBO, if your show is under the HBO tab, it's considered quality. It's not just me saying that based on my opinion. It's just based on facts, like what we said, what has won awards over the decades and over the years. But yeah, I know what you mean. But the overall, if you go into that Rolodex, look at that bench. That bench is deep. We're talking about HBO's been doing this stuff. Been winning. Remember Real Sex? Remember that show on HBO? They've been, when it comes to documentaries, all that stuff, they've been running this cable game and series, drama series game since the early 90s, consistently. Showtime has been struggling to keep, but maybe there's a ranking. Maybe that's something we should. Before we head out, one of the last comments that we came from USA Rocks 34. Can I give a quick shout out to Houston classic film Jason Lyric's? The 30th anniversary is this Sunday. Jason's Lyric. I don't know why I was thinking. I forgot about that movie too. You know what movie I said Jason Lyric, but you know what movie I was thinking about was Eve's Bayou for some. I don't know why I was thinking about Eve's Bayou, but Jason Lyric. I didn't know that. I'm glad you brought that up. From a Houston classic, because obviously you know that we're from Houston. Yes. Who else was on? Who was the co-star in Jason's Lyric? Oh, girl, from what was her name? From Friday? Was that it? Talking about Mayor. Well, okay, so from Power, that's Mayor. Yeah. Congressman Tate. Yeah, isn't that his name in real life? Yep. Tate. Something Tate. Oh, dude from Menace to Society. Yeah. Jason's Lyric. Yeah. 30th anniversary to Jason's Lyric. Looking it up right now. Oh, that's okay. That was the co-star, Jada Pinkett Smith. No, that wasn't Congressman Tate. This is Jason's Lyric. Wasn't Eve's Bayou a Houston-based movie too? Mm-hmm. Not cultured like.
The brother is.
Oh yeah, Lamar Tate. He was in it.
He's also in Power as well.
Yeah. Oh, he was. Anywho, spoiler alert. But guys, all right, yeah. Thanks for that shout out. Yeah, I haven't thought about that movie in a minute. So yeah, 30th anniversary. Or aren't we supposed to? Is this the last Thursday of this month? It sure is. You know what? Thank you, USA Rocks 34, because I forgot that the last Thursday of every month I was supposed to do a turning 30, turning 20, turning 10 shout out, and I forgot to do it this week. So you helped me out with that one. We just did a turning 30 Jason's Lyric, guys. All right, guys. Thank you guys for joining us in the chat. Appreciate you guys in the comment section as well. Don't forget, guys, follow us on all socials at t3mediastudios.com and let us know what you guys think on any and all topics. I want more and more as engagement on all things, whether it's trending topics or movies or TV shows, anything you guys want to talk about, whatever's going on in the world. And we always appreciate you guys for that. What am I missing? Something else? Oh, Willie Baca. Yeah. Willie Baca on TikTok. What is he saying now?
High quality Ruby Rod. It's quality.
Yeah. My Ruby. For those of you who don't know, by day I am Chris Fagan, but by night I'm Ruby Rod. So yeah, guys, go to @movierod on Instagram. You'll see some clips, and you'll see some of me and Willie Baca on there. You go to our TikTok as well. There's a bunch of clips of that too. So
I mean, spooky season is here, and that's specialty.
Yeah. So Willie Baca, go follow him on all socials as well. Willie Baca is everywhere. Willie Baca is to Halloween as Mariah Carey is to Christmas. So thank you guys for like I said, joining us in the chat. And if you want to follow me, you can find me you can go to T3 Media Studios on all socials. All right. My personal accounts is Chris W. Fagan. Babe, if people want to find you online, where can they do so? And guys, like I said, follow us. And as I always say, thank you guys for helping us out in the chats. And till next time, have a happy peace. Thank you guys for watching our video. I really do appreciate it. Button. Don't forget to ring the bell for notifications so you'll never miss out on when we go live or post new content. Let's stay connected, grow this community together. Like, subscribe, comment, and let's keep talking.